everyone, welcome to Commander Pop Culture. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe so you'll be notified of future content. Recently I went to Commandfest Seattle, and I wanted to share with everyone what the experience was like. All in all, I had a blast. But I want people to hear an honest opinion. I prefer to end on high notes, so I'll share thoughts based on topics, starting with the bad and ending with the good. I'm also playing Captain Hindsight, so I think it's only fair that I offer an idea to improve the bad, with the purpose of not being just someone who complains. First topic I want to go over is events. The name is Commandfest. It gives patrons the impression that it's for Commander players. However, there was a distinct lack of Commander-related events. There are only 1 to 2 Commander events daily, and that people either duked it out with March of the Machine pre-constructed decks or drafted Commander Legends. Those being the only Commander events, players came in droves to participate, only to be turned down because they didn't have enough product to support the demand. What I suggest to fix that problem is offer more events that are Commander related. You can't fix what you don't have regarding product quantities, so you should offer more something else to soften the blows of disappointment. Another idea is to have stage panels where Commander figureheads talk about the state of the game, what they're looking forward to, what they like, what they don't like, Q&As, etc. You already have a stage, a PA system, and guests paid to be there, so use them. We want to hear their thoughts. As for the other events, they were all pre-release limited related that took excessively long to finish. I don't know what the timers were for each event, but some would take 5+ hours to finish. It was a real bummer to learn the hard way that half your day was used up just to participate in a single event. By the second day, myself and most players were using their tickets to get their kits, then drop from the event because it wasn't worth our time. My local game store I go to at Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington, can conclude a pre-release event in 3 hours. 40 minutes for deck construction, 40 minutes for each of the 3 rounds, 20 minutes between construction and rounds to generate pairings and find your seats. Maybe the difference is due to the sheer volume of players participating. To fix that, you could break up the group into smaller ones by setting a player cap and run multiple events at the same time. That way, if a single person is suffering from analysis paralysis,
hold on, wait, hold on,
they don't drag down all 100+ players that are registered for one event. It's a way to sort of hedge your bets. What I really liked about Commandfest events is you could draft older sets and get the nostalgia juices flowing, like Dominaria, Innistrad, Kaladesh, Khans of Tarkir are some of the greats that you could have replayed. Topic 2, vendors. Too many foils. Maybe this is just a personal gripe or just a stupid complaint. I typically only go for foils that enhance an artist's image. If the foiling process softens lines and blurs colors, I don't buy them. Nor do I buy them to impress others. Old foils are consistently good, however, the Pringle phenomenon that has been plaguing sets post-Dominaria, I don't care for. If I'm forced to sell my Pringles at a damaged price, then they should be paid for at a damaged price. I, like most players, don't want to pay a premium near mint price for something that is warped. Maybe this is why there's such a saturation of foils at the vendor inventories, because few want them. To me, the foil loses its luster if the card reminds me of chest bursters from the Alien series. But I think diversifying your buy lists would be a good start. What I did like about the vendors, they're awesome to do business with. I did so with each vendor to show support. I have first-hand experience to back up that claim. But I could be just a good/understanding customer. They were well organized and willing to broker large and time-consuming trades. Not that I partook in those, but I did witness staff digging through shoeboxes of chaff and flipping through binders of cards that owners are unwilling to part with. I don't know why people do that. The staff were still polite. They were respectful to each customer despite those unideal behaviors I previously mentioned. Topic 3, the artists. I have nothing bad to say about them. Got to speak with each of them. It's cool to put a face to some of the most iconic cards ever made. My favorite quality about them is their attentiveness to their fans. Every person that approaches them has a story about a particular card that resonates with them because of their work. I wonder what it feels like to have an impact on so many lives. I think for most of us, Magic is far more than just a game. The artists are a big reason as to why. I hope to continue to meet more in future events. Topic 4, the players. I don't know if it's wild to say, but every player has a comfort zone. My motto for going out to major events is to leave my comfort zone at home because they're not the same environment. It's physically impossible to reproduce the comfort zone in a new place surrounded by hundreds of new people. So it doesn't make sense to me as why people tend to cling to it. I try to meet as many players as I can and try as many new things as possible. These events are rare and you paid top dollar to be there, so put yourself out there and seize the opportunity. People may not know me by name, but they will definitely remember me as the sticker guy with a large set of lungs yelling, "Get closer, oh, get closer." Pretty sure people could hear me over the PA system on the opposite side of the convention. I think I did what I did to break social norms. Maybe if I act carefree, it'll inspire others to follow suit. I'm like a battering ram for unspoken social contracts.
What are we gonna do, Buzz?
Use your head.
But I don't want to use my head!
The reason being is we all love the same thing and thus share the same commonality. We all have an easy in to break the ice. It's the safest place to be out of our comfort zone because we all love Magic. I felt like I was twisting people's arms to try my two-headed giant commander cube, which I'll include in the description below. Felt like I was pressuring people to take free stickers for my channel or to join games or simply talk about anything. Yes, you will run into some lousy people. I don't think dwelling on the past is constructive or necessary to delve into, but I did meet them. As is the case with everything else on this planet. You're not shackled to tables, people, or the game. You have the freedom to do whatever you want. The freedom is just a double-edged sword, and people have the freedom to behave like jerks. The beauty of 7.8 billion people on this world is that there's always someone else out there that you could probably vibe with. I'm going to quote Eric Cartman from the Chat Roulette episode.
Dude, screw this. I don't want to see anymore. Kyle, this is the way the world works. If you want to find some quality friends, you got to wade through all the dicks first.
This brings me to the good. Me dragging myself through the crucible of meeting as many new people as possible enabled me to meet the premium of people that every group of players should have. For me, finding diamonds in the rough is an easy task to accomplish. I don't give up easily or make half-assed efforts. Meeting them alone made the price of attending Commandfest. With all its flaws, I'd say it was worth it. Thank you all for listening, and have a good night.
Well, looks like my job here is done. Goodbye, everyone!